Hey, what is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So you saw the last video. We got the transmission all rebuilt. We got that thing Cerakoted. It is looking amazing, and you guys know we got the engine all done, ready to go into the truck. So now that is what we're doing today. We're gonna stuff the motor, the tranny in the truck. Like I said previously, we have to do a little bit of cutting and welding on the cross member to fit this tranny. This tranny actually didn't originally come in this truck. This one had a 4-speed. This is a W50 5-speed. So I really wanted to do a 5-speed, but like I said, the engine mount is a little bit different. We gotta do a little bit of welding on that for the new mount, and then we get the driveline in, get all the drivetrain on, and start working on some fuel exhaust. We got a ton of work to do ahead of us. So that's what we're doing today. You guys can see the shop is a mess. We also got the sandblaster in, which I'm gonna bust that out right now for you guys. I know some of you guys wanna see it, so I figured I'd show you guys what's up with the blaster. So you guys know we have been using the Harbor Freight, that old beater right there. We're gonna throw that puppy into retirement, and we're gonna be using this new one. Also, another little update on the shop. You can see I got this thing kind of torn apart. I got a new heater up here. So this is a gas heater. Now, I've been digging for a couple days now, and you guys might laugh, it's taking me so long to do. But I got a trench. It trenches from, we're gonna go through the wall right there. This is a 2-foot deep trench, but you see we got a lot of trees, so we had a lot of roots. We had to dig around, and we got like 150 feet, I think, of a trench over to the meter. So that's kind of been keeping me busy, but we are going to stay warm this winter instead of relying on that pellet stove that we've been using in the past. We got that gas heater, and that thing is rated for like 3,000 square feet, I think, or 2,500. Should be plenty for this shop. So that's what we're working on. All right, guys, real quick, we got to go through and pick the winner for the last video. We did that Atoto giveaway, so I got all you guys' comments loaded up here. Let's pick a winner. So you can see here we got all these comments. There is hundreds, maybe 1,000, I don't know, I didn't look. But instead of trying to copy and paste these, get them in a random name generator, we're just gonna go through and scroll. We'll go, I don't know, somewhere in the middle. You can see the bar there, somewhere in the middle, and wherever this lands on my mouse, that's who the winner is. So we'll flipper, stop right there. Kane Fitty. I'm gonna reply to your comment right now. Winner. And then I will throw my email address in there. You shoot me an email and we'll get you out a touchscreen radio. Congratulations, Kane Fitty, you are the winner. So I replied to your comment with my email address. Shoot me an email and we'll get you this radio sent out. All right, guys, we got this thing in place. Now it is a little bit tight. I'll have to move the welders every time I want to use it, but I'm not using it every single day, so not that big of a deal for me. And here's everything else we got. This is the vacuum system, and then all the little parts and pieces, the hoses, the light, the gun. I did buy this. This is a wheel roller, so it makes sandblasting wheels a lot easier. You just set the wheel on here and you can just spin the wheel as you blast it. So that'll be easy. And then we got this reclaimer. What this does is it kind of saves the usable sand, because you exhaust quite a bit of usable sand out of the exhaust into the vacuum. This goes in between the cabinet and the vacuum, and it kind of just holds the bigger particles of sand. The dust will go through into the filter here, but this reclaimer, like I said, just holds on to the bigger sand that you can just dump back into the blaster and reuse. So what we have to do with this is, you can see it's got mounting plates on both sides. Well, I'll just show you here. it bolts on, screws onto the side of the cabinet, covering that hole right there. And then we just run this hose from the outlet there to the vacuum there. So pretty easy to do. Let's mount up the reclaimer, get the vacuum and everything else installed, and try this thing out. All right, guys, we are together. We got the reclaimer set up, a vacuum set up. Everything is good to go. You just flip that on right there. The vacuum turns on and the light turns on. So let me turn that off. So I got a rusted bolt, and then I really want to see how mill scale comes off. That blaster kind of had trouble pulling mill scale. So let's see what this blaster does on mill scale and rust. Holy smoke. Holy crap, guys. This thing, I don't know if it's the sand, because they did give me a bag of this sand. Now, I don't know what this stuff is, but I'm probably going to switch to this. What I usually use is, I think this is aluminum oxide 100 grit, or I think that's actually 80 grit. But this stuff, there's no comparison. I mean, you saw how fast it just tore up. Rust looks brand new, and then that mill scale, that blaster is like probably 10 times slower. So definitely worth the investment. I cannot wait to try this thing out on my next blasting project. But with that being said, guys, that's enough screwing around. Let's grab, we got to pull the motor off of the stand over here, get the clutch and flywheel on, get the tranny bolted up to the motor, and set everything in, set the motor mounts in. Like I said, we got to figure out this cross member. You can see that mount's not going to work. We're going to cut that off, weld on a new mount. We'll have to just build it. But let's get this motor and tranny sitting in the truck. we go, guys. Motor, tranny, everything is in, everything's bolted in, and everything is clearing. So we are looking really good. I am stoked about how this thing looks sitting in this bay. Now we did order up a few things to kind of finish up. So we got a whole new fuel system coming. That means fuel pump, regulator, all new lines, all that stuff. I had to order up the linkage piece from this arm to that arm. I actually couldn't even find the right length, so I just bought the longest one I could, and we're gonna have to cut it apart and lengthen that. Also, we got to do exhaust and a few other things, so I got a bunch of stuff on the way that we got to tackle, get this thing together. And also my distributor shipped, so it's going to be here in a few days. We'll have that, and we should be able to fire this thing up pretty soon. So like I said, everything is on the way to finish this thing up. Exhaust, fuel, distributor, all that stuff should be here in the next few days, so we can tackle that and hopefully get this thing started. I am so excited to get this thing running, get these carbs tuned in, and see what this little motor can do in this truck. Well guys, that is about a wrap for this video. Like I said, next video we got to tackle probably the fuel system. I'll probably get those parts in first. So we got to do a whole new fuel system, and I'm excited because I'm doing something cool for that as well. So definitely stay tuned for the next few videos. It's going to be exciting, and coming up soon, we should be able to fire this thing up. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Why don't you go smash that thumbs up button, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.